Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm glad you're here. So today I'm going to show you how I designed for the Glowforge Laser Cutter. I've had the basic Glowforge for about 10 months, and today I'm going to be designing some watermelon earrings. So I'm going to take you along for the journey from design to the completed product. So the first step is sketching out the design. I gather inspiration from a lot of different places, from Instagram to Pinterest to just randomly having an idea in the shower. I like to keep a running list on Asana of all of my product ideas. Once I have an idea that I'm ready to execute, I sketch it out on my iPad Pro. Everything ends up looking smaller when it's laser cut, so I've learned that designing details bigger than I actually want them gives a good result. For example, I'm exaggerating the size of the watermelon seeds a bit. I'm using the app called Procreate, which you can download from the App Store for $9.99. When I'm done with my drawing, I export it from Procreate as a PNG file and I airdrop it over to my computer. And of course, you don't have to use the iPad Pro to sketch. You can easily do it with a pencil and paper. The next step is to vectorize your design. In order to cut and score, the Glowforge requires a vector file, so that means you're going to have to vectorize your artwork and then save it as either an SVG or a PDF file. You can use Adobe Illustrator, which is what I use to vectorize your artwork, or you can use Inkscape, which is a free program, or Affinity Designer and Vector Magic are also a few affordable alternatives to Illustrator. Next, I open up the drawing file in Adobe Illustrator to vectorize it. Once I have the file open, I'm going to click on the drawing and lower the opacity to 10%. Next, I'm going to lock the drawing by clicking on it and going to Object, Lock, and then Selection. So the Glowforge gives you three options. You can engrave, cut, or score. And you have to make sure in your design file that all three colors are different. So for example, for my score lines, I use red. For the cut lines, I use blue, and for engraving, I use magenta. Next, I'm going to trace over the watermelon with the pen tool. I'm using blue because this is where I want the Glowforge to cut. Now I'm just pasting in place and going to Object, Transform, Reflect, and then reflecting that vertically so it's the exact same on both sides. Once I'm done with one watermelon seed, I'm going to copy and paste it and use it for the rest of the design. Okay, so once I'm done with my drawing, I want to delete the PNG behind the vectorized file. So I'm going to go to Object and then Unlock All. And then now it has the drawing selected, so I'm just going to hit Delete. And then now all we have is this vectorized file. Now I just want to trim down my artboard so that I don't have all this white. So I'm just going to go over here and click on the artboard tool. And then just bring my artboard in. Now I just want to save this file for my Glowforge. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and then for format, I'm going to choose PDF, and then Save. And then for my Adobe PDF preset, I'm going to choose Press Quality, and then Save PDF. Once I'm done vectorizing, I want to figure out what size I want for my design. And to avoid wasting a bunch of wood, I like to just print this out on a regular sheet of paper. Now I'm turning on my Glowforge and placing the wood inside the machine. I'm using 6 by 12 inch maple hardwood that is 1/16 inches thick from inventables.com. Once I decide on a good size for my design, I want to open up the Glowforge software on my computer and place the PDF. Now to open up the Glowforge app, I'm going to go to app.glowforge.com. And once it's open, we're just going to click on Create and then Upload from File. And then I'm just going to grab that PDF that we just created and click Open. And the design will automatically open to the top left-hand corner here. But before we get started, I just want to show you a couple things about the interface. You can zoom in and out by clicking on the plus and minus tools in the top left corner here. Or you can use a shortcut for those and just hit Command plus on a Mac and Command minus to zoom out, or Control plus on a PC and Control minus on a PC. And you can also pan around, so you would do that by clicking on the hand tool at the top, and then you can just click and drag, and that will move your artboard all around. And a shortcut for that is just clicking on your spacebar and then clicking and dragging around. And I use that a ton. Okay, so now we just want to move our design over to the wood. So what we want to do is just click and highlight the design and then drag it over. And you want to make sure not to put it too close to the edges so that nothing gets cut off. Now we want to choose the type of material that we're going to be using. So I'm going to go over here to the top left and click on Unknown. And then I'm going to choose Thin Maple Veneer. Even though I'm not using veneer, this one seems to work pretty well. So now I need to tell the Glowforge what I want it to do. So I'm going to come over here to our design layers, and I'm going to click on the first one, which is the watermelon seeds. And at the top, I'm going to click on Score, and then I'm going to go under Custom, and I'm going to select Medium Score, which has predefined settings that I've already figured out. And those settings are a speed of 135, a precision power of 3, and a number of passes being 1. Next, I'm going to select the outline of the watermelon just by clicking on that. And then at the top, I'm going to make sure that Cut is selected. And then I'm going to go under Custom and select Medium Cut, which also has predefined settings that I've selected. And the speed is 155, the precision power is 75, and the number of passes is still 1. Now the last one, we just want to select our circle here, which is going to be a hole that the earring post is going to go through. So we also want that to be cut. Make sure Cut is selected, and then I'm going to go under Custom and then Medium Cut, and then you can just click off of that. Now I just need to duplicate this design because I want to create 2 earrings. So I'm just going to click and highlight the design, and then I'm going to copy and paste. And then I'm just going to move that over. And now we're ready for the Glowforge to print. So I'm just going to go over here to the top right corner and click on Print. And then once the Glowforge is done preparing, I just need to hit that glowing button. And that starts the printing process. Once the Glowforge is done cutting out my earrings and I'm happy with the design, I'm going to paint them with some Craft Smart acrylic paint. If you're thinking about buying a Glowforge, I'm going to include my referral link in the description, and when you use it, you get anywhere from $100 to $500 off. And also, when you use it, Glowforge pays me, so it's a win-win situation. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be putting out more Maker and Glowforge content soon. Thanks. Bye.